What is blood pressure? Blood pressure. To get detailed information on blood, refer to the video, Introduction to Blood. But what is pressure? Have you heard the whistle of a cooker? Why does the whistle blow? It is because of the force of the pressure created by the steam inside the cooker. This is called pressure. Our friend is watering the plants, but the pressure of water coming out of the hose is low. How can we increase the pressure? Oh, now it is coming out with full pressure. When the tap is opened fully, the water came out with more pressure. But what is the relation between blood and pressure? Does blood have pressure? Our heart beats constantly and pumps blood at a specific pressure to our entire body. This is called blood pressure. And it is due to this pressure that oxygen and many nutrients can be supplied to our entire body. As heart pumps the blood, the pressure is also exerted on the walls of arteries, which carries the blood from the heart to all parts of our body. This pressure on the wall of arteries is used to measure blood pressure, and the instrument used for this purpose is called BP apparatus or the sphygmomanometer. How do we use this? Do watch the video, How is blood pressure checked? Blood pressure depends on the contraction and relaxation of the heart. During contraction of the heart, the pressure exerted by the blood on the walls of the blood vessels is higher. This is called the systolic blood pressure. The systolic blood pressure for a healthy person is in the range of 90 to 120 millimeters of mercury. However, during relaxation, this pressure is relatively low. This is called the diastolic blood pressure. The diastolic blood pressure for a healthy person is in the range of 60 to 80 millimeters of mercury. Our blood vessels can easily bear this pressure. They are strong and elastic enough for this. However, if this pressure increases unchecked, it can be life-threatening. Thickening of blood, increase in the volume of blood or narrowing of the blood vessels can pose a risk. The heart needs to pump the blood harder in these conditions, and this results in high blood pressure. If this condition persists, there can be serious consequences. The extra strain due to the increased pressure on the walls of blood vessels can produce minor tears. When the injured tissues swells up, white blood cells accumulate there. Substances like fats and cholesterol present in the blood form a layer over it, resulting in narrowing of the blood vessels. To understand what happens when there is narrowing of blood vessels, take a look at this pipe. The water flow through the pipe will be affected and there will be increased pressure on the walls. Similarly, blood pressure also increases. If this continues, blood flow to that part of the body will be restricted. Then, how will it get adequate supply of oxygen and other nutrients? Due to lack of oxygen and nutrients, cells in these parts will start dying. If the blood vessels supplying blood to the heart itself get blocked, it leads to a heart attack. If this happens in the brain, we may get a stroke. Is there any solution to this? Yes, there is. Dilation of the part of the blood vessel that have been blocked. This procedure is called angioplasty. Sometimes a hollow tube called a stent is placed inside the damaged portion of the blood vessel. This restores the smooth flow of blood. In the case of high blood pressure, you must take certain precautions. Avoid food that has excess salt, avoid sweets and fried food items. Control your temper and anxiety and try not to be overstressed. Consult your doctor from time to time. Also, check your blood pressure regularly. Exercise and have adequate sleep. Our heart pumps blood at the rate of about 72 times per minute. This means about 1 lakh times in a day and 3.5 crore times in a year. Imagine the pressure that our blood vessels endure. But don't worry, our blood vessels take this pressure quite easily and keep us healthy. However, taking care of the blood vessels is our responsibility.